Sometimes I wonder if I miss my moment. If the timing for the things I wanted, what I wanted, has already passed me by. And maybe I didn't even realize it passed me by until this very moment. It's been a quiet fear, slowly drumming below the surface, but it's been there. And as time has gone on, she's just gotten louder and louder and louder, especially when I compare myself to people who are exemplifying the life that I thought I would be, who are at a place in their life where I thought I would be by now. But I've had to ask myself the real hard-hitting question, whether the moment I think I missed was real to begin with, if it was even mine, or some imaginary milestone that I thought I was supposed to hit because that's what society expected. That's what I was told. That's what I was conditioned to believe. Questioning whether the moment I think I missed was ever real in the first place. For me, this fear has shown up in a few places. My career, my relationships, whether that be my platonic relationships, my romantic relationships, this ever-looming question around motherhood, around, what it looks like to be 36, because I'm 36 and I am nowhere near where I thought I would be at this point. And that is just straight across the board in every category of life that you could think of. I had this invisible timeline, these milestone markers in my mind that I was supposed to hit. I'm sure parents can relate to this. And I'm going to use this as my example, but when you have a child, there's all these milestones that children are supposed to hit, right? They're supposed to sit up at a certain point and roll over at a certain point and be able to walk at a certain point and just hit all these milestones. I was doing the same thing for my life. I should be at this point in my career at a certain point in life. Like, I'm in this career, and by this age, I should be at this position making this much money. And then at this age, I should be at this position making this much money. The same thing with a relationship. I should be engaged by this age. I should be married by this age. I should have my first kid by this age, my second kid by this age. We should have our house by this time. And just all of these invisible milestones, this invisible timeline, doing a loop in my head over and over again as what a perfect, successful, happy life is supposed to look like. And it was just relentless, really, for a long time. I believe that if I didn't hit those milestones at the right, exact, precise moment, I was behind, permanently left in the dust. All my peers were skyrocketing ahead of me, and I was just going to be stuck where I stood indefinitely. And I believe that a lot of us carry this idea that there's this small window of time where everything is supposed to line up for us, where all the milestones are supposed to be hit. And that if you miss that window of opportunity, if you miss those milestones, it's game over. You're done. You're left in the dust. It's over for you. But here's the thing. That belief assumes that there is only one path to life, one linear path, one sequence, one way of doing things, one way of achieving things, only one. This one miraculous moment where everything is supposed to fall into place all at once. This one point in time. And it assumes that moments look the same for everyone, that we're all just this homogenized group of people, and everybody's milestones and moments and windows of opportunity are happening at the same exact time for every single human being on this earth. But I hate to break it to me, and maybe even you, life does not work that way. It never has. And I've realized that that is doubly true for me as a projector. Timing is absolutely everything. My timing has always been different. It has never looked like my peers. Like, if I really do an audit of my life and I really think back to my timeline, I've always considered myself to be a late bloomer, right? And I don't really think it's about blooming at a certain speed, because let's be frank, flowers don't all bloom at the same time. If you plant roses and tulips and sunflowers and daisies, each of those flowers bloom at a different rate, correct? So how could I be a late bloomer if each of us humans is a different variation of a very unique flower? We all have our own blooming rate. I've realized that the invitations and the opportunities that matter most to me, they never, ever arrive on someone else's schedule. Never. Just never happens that way. They arrive when I'm actually ready to hold them, when I have the capacity to receive them, hold them, work with them, be able to take the space to recognize if they're fully aligned in my body. That's when they arrive, not on this mysterious and magical schedule that allegedly all of us humans are on at the same exact time across the world. No, it doesn't happen that way. Now when I feel like I've missed something, I missed the mark, the milestone, the opportunity, I try to sit, get quiet, be still, and ask myself, was that really mine? Was that missed opportunity really mine to begin with? Maybe that missed opportunity, that rejection, was actually redirection for me. It was actually course correcting me to get me back on my specific perfect aligned path, on my specific perfect aligned timing. Maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe that thing wasn't aligned. Maybe my mind was trying to convince me that it was perfect, but my body knew all along. And so the currents of life redirected me to where I'm supposed to be going, what I'm supposed to be doing. Or maybe, just maybe, something even better, bigger, bolder, more perfectly aligned for me is on its way. And if I had taken that other opportunity that I was trying to believe was mine, I might have missed the bigger, better, brighter thing entirely. I wouldn't have had space for it because I would have been holding on to that other thing, the thing I thought I wanted. So the question remains, did I truly miss my moment? Did I really miss all the opportunities and milestones and, deadlines that I thought I did? If I'm going to be honest now, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that reframe has helped me recognize that I didn't miss anything at all. I think that I am meeting my moments in real time, sometimes later than expected. I will be honest about that, but that's okay because they're always right on time for me, and I'm leaning into trusting that more. Maybe we don't miss our moments at all. Maybe we meet them when we're finally ready to keep them, to hold them, to create space for them. Are there any opportunities or milestones that you feel like you've missed? Anything that you're reflecting back on and feeling like, wow, I'm behind. It's game over for me. I'd love to hear those in the comments. I'd love to hold space for you, and I'd love to hear more of your story. So feel free to drop a comment below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time,